Okay, the first thing that you want to do is create your storyboards. All of you should have at least 5 by now. Here's an example of a storyboard that I roughly drafted. The top of your storyboard, you should probably indicate what the page is about and what you're going to name the page, your file name. Remember that we said the home page is always called index. So our file name is index.html. On my storyboard, I have my banner, which will be present on every single page, and it'll look the same on every single page. I've decided that I want my buttons across the top because it's the easiest place to find them, but I could have also gone vertically. I just decided to go across the top here. My buttons are home, hobbies, family, pets, and my job. Obviously, this website is not about me, but about my dog. It's my dog's website. So I drafted out all the words that I wanted to put on here, and as you can see, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be because it's a rough draft. My website will have a big picture in the middle and maybe 2 smaller ones on the sides. My other pages will pretty much look the same. The only difference is right here, there will be, right here in this area, there will be a heading. So the home page doesn't get one because it's a home page, but the hobbies page will have hobbies here. The family page will have family here. The pets page will have the word pets, and my job will have my job, the words my job. And I'll show you about that in just a minute. After you've drafted out what your website will look like and you have all of the pages drawn, you should start harvesting your images. Now most of you should already have your pictures. Either you got them off the internet or you brought them from home or your phone or whatever. But you're also going to need to make these buttons, the banner, and probably your heading, unless you want to do just plain text for that heading. I did everything in cool text because it gave it a slightly fancier look. The first thing I did was went to cooltext.com. You should be familiar with this by now. You go to logos, you pick one that you like. I don't remember the exact one that I used. I mean, I played with it a lot, but this is very similar. I typed in the words that I wanted for my banner. So in this case, all about Teeny, because it's my dog Teeny's website. Scroll down to the bottom. Render the logo, Control-click on the image, save image as, change this to something logical like home banner or all about me banner.png. Now here's something to remember. When you are saving the stuff to your all about me website folder, remember we said there should never be any spaces. If you have to separate words, you need to use an underscore. Also, you need to make sure that you keep your images, what you name them logically and keep it short. That way when you look at the images in your folder, it's very easy to tell what you have in there. Because if you have a bunch of cool text with a bunch of numbers like this, it's going to be hard to remember which image is what. So as you can see, I already have an all about banner. I would click save, but since I already made it, I'm going to cancel. After you make your banner, you need to go through and make your buttons. Because consistency is so important, you want to make your buttons all at the same time. So in this case, this is the design that I like. I typed in the word home. I'm going to go down, I'm going to render the button, just like I did the banner. You find one, we're not doing mouse overs today. You're going to find one that you like. The original one is good. Control-click, save image as. Make sure to change this. It should be something like this. Home button. And then save it. Keep it simple. Make it very clear. I already have one, so I'm not going to save this one. You should save yours, though. When you finish saving that home button, go down to edit this logo. Change the word home to your next button so that you can see it looks very similar, or the same actually, very consistent. Render that one and do the same thing. Control-click, save image as, and this should be family button. Instead of cool text, instead of that, it should be something that makes sense. Family button. And then click save. And do that for all of your buttons. Once you finish with all of your buttons and all of your your banners, make some headings unless you want to do just plain text. but I did one of these for every single page. So you're going to make your headings after you put your words in, like, you know, the home page doesn't get one, but my family. You see that it's thinking about it. After it makes it, you're happy with it, you render the logo, Control click, save image as, and change it. Again, I called it heading, so I would put family heading and then save it. Okay, do that for all of them. This is that way you don't have to remember what font you use, what colors you use, how big stuff was. If you do it all at the same time, it'll all be consistent. It'll be so much easier in the end. I'm going to let you do that, and then we'll come back to Dreamweaver next.